So, I will go on record and say this. Nirvana is by far, until now, my favorite band of all time. And it's mainly because of this record, because goddamn is it amazing. This album proved that Nirvana were pioneers in the grunge revolution, besides Nevermind. And it also has the most unique, strange, and abrasive sound out of any single Nirvana record that has ever come out. Steve Albini, the founder of Big Black and one of the greatest noise rock artists of all time, helped produce this record, and he sure as hell delivered in making a unique sound. It's simultaneously a grunge record as it is a noise rock record. And there was an enormous dispute about whether the production was acceptable to play on radio, because Steve Albini's glitchy and noise-infused production was very non-mainstream. So Kurt Cobain and the gang brought Bob Ludwig in order to make the album sound a bit more acceptable for mainstream audiences. Though I still am a bit sad because this record could have turned out a lot more experimental, because Steve Albini himself said that In Utero made him very unpopular with record labels, and he struggled to find work after the record was released. But that's beyond the point, because this album is still perfect. Aside from the one-of-a-kind sound, it includes some of Kurt's most interesting and darkest lyrics to date. For me, one of the best examples of this is Radio Friendly Unit Shifter, Milk It, and Serve the Servants, the latter of which has become my favorite Nirvana track of all time. However, I think many people will agree on this one, but the best songwriting piece of this entire record is the song Dumb. The lyrics are reminiscent of an interview with Kurt Cobain where he admitted that he was envious of people who managed to stay happy despite all the setbacks in life. In addition to this, Kurt openly flips off the music industry by having songs that are the most unique to this album's sound in the entire record. For example, Radio Friendly Unit Shifter begins with a buzzing, distorted noise, and the entire record sounds completely grimy and greasy. The most, should I say, in utero track of the entire record is Milk It, which has a lot of the same deliberate production blemishes on the songs of this album, but cranked up to 11. If you want to get an indication of what the album is going to sound like, listen to Milk It. Scentless Apprentice's drums always get me going. Heart-Shaped Box, while it is a bit overplayed, deserves all the praise. All Apologies, R-Word Me, and Penny Royalty are easily the most depressing songs on the album. Even the weakest track, Francis Farmer, is really great and well produced. And Tourette's is overhated. You guys are just mean. The mixing and the lyrics are easily the best parts of the album, and the entire record itself is flawless, dark, and twisted. Overall, as I said, this record is absolutely perfect. It has the most unique sound out of any Nirvana record, some of the best lyrics written by Kurt to this day, and honestly, some of Nirvana's most dark and perturbing songs that they've ever made. Sorry, but this record is an easy 10 out of 10 for me. I love you, Kurt.